and that's how we met.
Yeah. Okay, so we're live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday night Hangout with Mentors. I hope you can hear me. I'm talking a little bit quieter and I'm using a different microphone, not at home, so I don't have my loyal Yeti. But anyway, I am Susan Bachelder and I'm here with my favorite partner, and yes, my only partner. I just rewatched that video that we just recorded like a week and a half ago, and I said that, oh yeah, this is my favorite partner, Tammy. Oh right, she's my only partner.
I did watch that too. Yeah, that was good.
So anyway, we are here tonight at our usual time, Wednesday night, every night, guaranteed. You can find us here. Sometimes I create different pages, but either way, you can get in touch with us every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually out in Vegas. You can see my background is a little bit different. That's the view from the hotel window. It's really cool. The sunset was beautiful and colorful tonight too, falling down above the mountains, and then the lights of part of the city behind it. So that was really cool.
That's really, it was pretty.
Yeah. And my daughter, she's sleeping right now, so I'm trying to let her have a little bit longer of a nap. So I'm talking a little bit quiet. So anyway, before I get into kind of the main core of the topic, Tammy, do you have something to say tonight, or do you want to tell the people that don't know you yet a little piece of you?
Sure, I'd love to. I'm actually sitting in my comfy home right now and in New York. And yeah, we're just thrilled to be doing these Hangouts. And I think the cool thing is that no matter what, no matter where we are, we have not, well, yeah, maybe a couple of weeks in the summertime, but mainly in the winter, we're always here, same time, same bat channel, right? So, and that's the cool part about being able to plug into any internet connection and work this business. So anyway, yeah, I'm here tonight. I actually goofed off most of the day. I spent some time with my hubby, and you know, it was just really nice. So connecting back in, I call it plugging back in and connecting with people. This is a great platform to be able to do that, because then we can reach a lot more people. You know, there's probably going to be a lot more people watching this as it goes. Just a little bit about me is, yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and we have two wonderful kids together. And in the time freedom and the financial freedom that this business gives us, you know, I can goof off if I want during the day, right? So yeah, we're going to be talking tonight. You want me to tell them a little bit just about my background, maybe, Susan, and then you can share yours, and then we'll go from there. We always try to do that a little bit.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Well, my background is actually real estate and finance, and we had to actually find a way to make money from home. So when there was a crash in 2008, we didn't know what we were going to do. So we're like a lot of people out there. We're just searching and searching and trying to figure out how can we start another brick and mortar business. And I really didn't want to start another brick and mortar business. I really wanted to start a business that was a lifestyle business. So that's when I ran across webinar systems, high ticket, big ticket programs, and work from home opportunities. And I said, you know what, if I can show someone a webinar and I don't have to do any telling and selling, then you know what, I'm in. Because I was really burnt out, Susan. I was really burnt out from all that belly to belly. And I even tried network marketing, and that failed. And I didn't know how to honestly, you know, do that, because I mean, the commissions were so teeny, you know what I'm saying? And then the attrition rate was just horrible, and you had to get thousands and thousands of people in there. So this is not MLM, what we're talking about here at all. So, and it's not network marketing. So anyway, I found a mentor, and I was very, very lucky to find someone that kind of taught me. And now I'm, of course, paying it forward and now teaching people how to market online and how to, you know, effectively promote. So that's just a little bit about me. I've been doing this for 6 years, big ticket, high ticket, webinars, presentation programs, and I love member to member. That's actually one of the things I've always looked for. And when people say, well, what do you mean exactly when you're talking about member to member? It just means essentially that you don't have the company paying you out. You're going to get paid direct. So that's what I like doing, and it's so much faster and easier than waiting for a check. And we've had horror stories, both her and I, of obviously waiting for a company to pay out, or waiting for ClickBank to pay out in 30 days, or waiting for whatever. whatever your hard work you're doing during the day, right? You don't want to wait 2 weeks, 30 days, whatever, to get paid for that work you've done. You get paid today for the work that you do. So honestly, it's one of the best business models I've ever seen out there, member to member. And that's just where I'm happy. As long as I have a webinar presentation to show people and we teach and train how to do that, then I'm pretty much a happy camper and I can live the lifestyle that I want. So that's a thumbnail sketch about me, just different pieces of it.
Thanks, Tammy.
Sure.
And so much, like, I don't think that people even realize how much you bring to the table because of your background and where you've been and what you're doing with it now and how you're sharing it. I don't think people realize. So thank you for sharing that.
Not
I know
a problem.
I do. I'm like grateful for it on the daily, and I'm proud and honored that you're my partner. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Absolutely. And vice versa. And the thing about it is, like, on the actual, what I call our team training calls on Saturday, I get into the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, we're getting down and dirty, right, Susan? So
Exactly.
we make them superstars, basically.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean? And top recruiters, and I've helped so many people in this industry just become who they want to be, and to give them that freedom makes me feel so great and honored. So right back at you. I'm glad that you're sitting alongside me in this journey.
Thank you. So for those of you watching, please do stay till the end, because I have a specific intention to kind of roll out as we go through this. And we are going to try to keep this a little shorter than our typical Hangouts because, just because of the day. And I got things, actually we both do have things that we want to run off and do, but we just still really want to deliver this. So stay till the end, and then you'll understand why. And it's exactly on that point of what Tammy said, what we're passionate about doing and helping the people that are already with us and the people that intend to join either under us or under our members, because our intention is to help everyone achieve their pieces of freedom, which that's why our topic is that, pieces of freedom, because I'm demonstrating it actively this week, right?
Absolutely.
So that's kind of the part of me that I'll share. Yes, I was a critical care registered nurse for 15 years. I was in a car accident, and then suffered for years after that injury, and that's what brought me into the online injury. But I won't go into that little thumbnail right now. What I want to talk about is this week specifically. So why am I in Vegas, and how can I be here? It was literally a last-minute decision to book this trip. And why could I do it? Did I have to make arrangements? Did I have to ask my boss for permission to get off work? No, I didn't. Did I have the means to just go to the bank and pull out the cash and pay for the trip? Yes, I did. And why? Because I choose to market with big ticket. If I want to do something extra, I just work extra hard, and Tammy and I make an extra sale, right? It's as easy as that.
Absolutely.
Of course, there's scheduling because we have personal and family responsibilities, but it's possible you don't have to ask for permission from somebody else. So my daughter needed some time with her mom, so that's it. I scooped up, booked a last minute ticket, actually at like 1:30 in the morning, made a decision, and here I am, and we're still working while I'm doing something that's necessary. So if that doesn't prove and display what's possible in this industry, then I'm not sure what else is. That's really powerful. And I hope that everybody listening really gets that. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't fall in your lap. It doesn't happen overnight, but it is absolutely possible, and you can do it. I started literally with no knowledge of how to do this, learned it step by step. Most of it was on my laptop from where I had to be, which was in my bed and in my recliner up until the last year. So it's absolutely possible. So that's my thumbnail. The topic tonight, what we really wanted to share with you is, for example, if you were invited to watch this hangout from Tammy or I, or from one of our members, you were invited because that person is also actively working this business. They cared about you. They want to invite you to something that they're excited to be a part of. We're creating a community, an inner circle of people who are all striving. We're all selling the same thing. We're selling the focus of pieces of freedom. We're all selling freedom. And how do we get freedom? We work within time and money. Time and money and freedom. That's what we all want, right? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's what we choose to do with it that creates that. So this page, whether you're on a page or whether you found this video on YouTube, whether you're watching the recording or whether you're watching us live, it's all two things. And it's to share stories, proof, validation that the whole concept works. And it's, so if you're already a member, it's also training. What we're talking about is all valuable content that is relevant today. And it's, we choose, all of our, Tammy and I have many conversations, sometimes long conversations in the background that you're not aware of. All of this is very well thought out of topics that, okay, what will help our members? What will interest our prospects? We think of all of these detailed layered concepts, and we do it all on purpose so that this content is not just important or relative today, but also in the future. And that's called evergreen content. You can repurpose it. You can use the content to either write an article, create an ad, share it with prospects, think about it, learn something, and then go and teach it to your own people. Like, there's just so many purposes for all of our lives, whether it's live stream or recorded video content. Even the page itself, the wording, the pictures, the colors, use that all for your training, because that's all on purpose. For example, the page and the wording, maybe Tammy put, because she's closed so many sales and she's created so many ads that are effective and brought in hundreds of thousands of dollars of sales. So maybe Tammy suggested something with the headline or the wording, and it converts for a reason. So look at the wording, look at the colors on the page, because one of my specialties is choosing how to set up a page so that it's eye appealing, so it's attractive. The colors that are working and trending right now. There's so much about watch every detail that we do, because we do it all on purpose, and we're teaching you something in every step of the way. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, Tammy?
You're totally making sense, and you're hitting it right on the nail tonight. It must be that Vegas air or something. But
it's like I am on a mission.
You are on a mission, and it is so true, because what you're saying is a lot of times people try to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. And they will go off, and I'm telling you, it's over. I looked at my list today of just this past week. I mean, we had a 5-figure week with this business, and the thing is like, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to do something different than what Susan and I are doing. You want to bring people to this presentation. You want people to know, you want them to come to the weekly hangouts, because you want them to know that this is a community and a group that supports people. And I support people, and Susan does. You can't be more transparent than her and I, honestly, online. And there's not many big ticket leaders that will take 3 times and do live streams during the week. They're all off spending their money and spending their time with their families and saying, who cares about their members? So we are here to teach you literally step by step, A to Z, which capture page to use, which one's converting the best. Susan has great capture page conversions, 50, 60% sometimes. So seriously, when you are listening to us, when I say don't reinvent the wheel, I mean, like, literally, you can ask us which pages are converting, which bridge pages are converting, all these things, that we're going to talk about on Saturday too. Traffic resources, we have them, we're going to give suggestions. We're not going to say, oh yeah, shoot here over at this pool pocket and you're going to get a home, going to get a eight ball in the pocket. I'm just saying, I mean, it'd just be like Susan going down to their craps machine right now and saying, the guy would say, oh yeah, if you put this on here, you're going to win. No, we give you suggestions. We can't say exactly where you're going to make the sale, but you can make obviously chunks of money. And in this case, 500, and now we got a $22,000 level. So, I mean, the thing is like, bottom line, what Susan's saying to you tonight is honestly, listen, follow the leader kind of thing. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I wished when I got into my first big ticket that they had more live streams like this, but even back then it wasn't. It was, okay, the technology back then, 6 years ago, I don't think they had Google Hangouts. So I could only listen to my mentor, and we could only pop in like questions. And there wasn't even a live call like what I do Saturday where you can have the feedback going back and forth. He didn't allow that. It was only a closed session where you could type it in and then he'd answer your question. So, it's come a long ways, you know what I'm saying? With technology and things like that. And I think it's maybe just too is because we're so open about it.
Yeah, I absolutely think so. And don't be afraid to, maybe that's not the right way to lead with that. I was going to say, don't be afraid to trust us, but be open to trusting us, I guess is what I was going to say.
Yeah, ask
we're
us
always
any questions.
researching and testing in the background, not just what's working now, but we're always looking forward. Okay, what is 2016 going to be like? What is going on in 2016? And let me tell you, we've both been doing video for a few years now, and that is what has created both of our success separately and together. In 2016, we know for a fact that it's going to be live stream. So what are we doing? We're doing live stream twice a week, every week, and we'll probably be adding to that. That is going to be the key element of any business success. Like, we're talking brick and mortar, even brick and mortar businesses are getting into live stream as a way of connecting with their people.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely,
we know what's going to be trending.
It's very much trending.
Yeah. So be open to trusting us. We're here on purpose, whether you're a prospect thinking and looking and wondering, questioning, maybe even leader shopping, sponsor shopping. There's lots of that out there, and we know that. Go ahead, search us, check our stuff, see if we're real, see if we're telling the same story all the time, see if we're growing, see if we're gaining momentum. Go ahead, I challenge you, research it. And if you're our members,
absolutely,
go ahead, watch us, challenge us, question us, but we're real and we're here and we're not going anywhere. And we're here to stay, and we're just going to keep on.
I think that's one of the biggest things that you and I get asked on a day-to-day basis is, okay, number one, is this legitimate? Are you guys really making money? Well, obviously, if Susan's not making money, she wouldn't be sitting in a hotel room in Vegas having a vacation with her daughter. Okay, come on, let's be real, guys. We don't always have to flash cash and proof and show screenshots and all that stuff all the time. You can take our word for it. The other thing is honestly, I've been in this industry for 6 years. I wouldn't be in this house, in this room, if I don't have a job. Like, this is it. This is what I do. I coach and train people. We coach and mentor people together. We have many, many success stories. We have many, many testimonials. There's some people that are shy and will not give us a testimonial. So if you're listening to this and you don't see hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, it's because simply a lot of times people want to stay private. So you ask yourself, well, am I going to want to give Susan and Tammy a testimonial? Maybe you won't want to. Maybe you don't want to get on video. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. I mean, I have people that literally just run Craigslist Backpage solo ads and they don't even do any social media at all. Yeah. So there's some businessmen and there's some businesswomen that just don't want to do that. That's fine. That's your choice. So I'm just saying that. And when I got into an opportunity, I said, if I saw one person making money with it, then I knew it was legitimate. I mean, I researched these companies that we're affiliated with, and then, of course, our own stuff that we've created together. Of course, we know each other, that we're good owners, right? Co-owners. But I'm saying I research these owners and make sure that they're going to be solid in there. In fact, I just spoke to John Bain yesterday, the owner of Titum. And I had a detailed conversation with him. So I'm always staying in touch with the company owners. You know, I mean, I've been good friends with Tim Berger for 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, communication is the key, and it's a responsibility that I take seriously for people that join Susan and I, to know that this is a company. Well, you don't have to worry about them paying you out, but I'm saying, because it's member to member, but I'm saying it's a company that the website has never been down. So if you're sending traffic to it, I've never seen a downtime. You know what I'm saying? So it's solid, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So for her and I to be making a living off of what we're doing, that shows there, right there, proof in the pudding. But yeah, as far as training, knowing what to do, it's simple. It's really simple. Once you plug in, you get your capture page set up already. The webinar is there, but I'm just saying it's mainly just advertising at that point. And 90% of this is all advertising. We even have a sales team to close your sales. So you don't even have to do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is
And
awesome.
Our own product that we created, the purpose of it was to help people connect the dots for
Yep.
a low price, direct sales, and video is taught within the product. So yeah, it's all there. Everything you need is right there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And regarding the testimonials, I have a list of our testimonials that I haven't published yet, and that's just simply my own time management.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
And then even the summit, the summit we did together. I mean, that's right on this Hangout with Mentors page.
Yeah, and I just have to gather everything all in one place and just get them put up.
I was gonna say something, and then it just all of a sudden, totally, wow! It just went whoop over my head. I can't remember what it was. I bet you if you start talking, I'll remember it.
Okay. I actually don't have anything else in my mind. I was just hell-bent to explain that and just show people that they can use this content. It's not just promoting us. In fact, here's some proof. I believe it was 3 weeks ago. No, maybe it's a month ago now. A fella called me up and he wanted to discuss something else, some other business with me. And he had seen our 200 cash creation product. And the first person that he saw it from and the first person that he spoke with about it was one of our members that had purchased the product. So even though him and I had some other business to do, and then it carried on to then him and Tammy wanted to do some business, and the three of us have had further discussions and masterminds, the sale continued to go to the first person, which is somebody else who had bought the product from us. Mm-hmm. That sale went to them. So if you're wondering about our integrity and our loyalty, that's where it is. There's no sales going to be scooped out from under you.
Exactly.
Sorry, it's a little bit off the topic, but it's really kind of on the topic as well.
Yeah, it's really relevant tonight. So I don't think it's off the topic at all. I think it's really something people need to know, because I have actually been asked that about the callback team. Like, okay, are they real? Are they legitimate? Are they going to take my leads? Well, I've even had that horror story happen with a company 3 years ago, and I worried about the callback team. But again, you don't have to worry about that here. It's not some callback team all the way out, across the pond or anything like that. It's here. It's in-house. I don't even know the names of the guys for the callback team. That's how they wanted it. So in other words, it's not members that are doing the callbacks. It's someone else that's doing that. So there's no worry about taking the leads, but it's a totally, exactly. The service is totally legit. But this is the cool part about it is I've opened my big mouth, Susan, and I said I would do the callbacks for people. I certainly don't mind doing that. And I've done it for many, many years now.
Yeah.
So, So yeah, I mean, essentially that's a great, honestly, tie-in to all this is to know that you're safe in a great place, a great spot, and with top leaders. And I was going to say something about
ultimately, we want to create a safe environment, a magnetic, fun learning atmosphere that people are attracted to. So it's magnetic. So it's easy for people to join, to learn in, and lift up and grow. So that's our overall main intention with everything. The more it's about people helping people, and the more people that we help, the better we feel, and we are also elevated in that process. It's just that's what it's about.
Exactly. And another thing I want to just clarify, because some people have asked, well, you and Susan have your own product and you and Susan love big ticket. Understand something. The reason why we created our own product is because everybody kept saying, how do you make so many sales? How did you put 330 people in? How did you do this? How did you do that? So I said, well, I'm not a techie person. I don't know how to package that up. I don't know how to package my knowledge up. I don't know how to put my videos in a back office. I'm very non-techie. So when I ran into Susan, I approached her and I said, you know what, we should create our own product at a smaller level so that the folks that don't belong to the folks that can't afford to join our big ticket, because that's how her and I met, was through that means. And I said, maybe we can create a lower price point. So that's the reason why we have to, and we can do two businesses, is because you take your nose. Let's say someone wants to get in at a big ticket, but they love the concept, but they just don't have the money for big ticket. So, and they just don't have the money to qualify. In fact, I talked to a lady right before this Hangout. That's her situation. So guess what? She can plug into the 200 cash creation. So I learned that from my top sponsor.
Alternatively, if they buy the big ticket and they don't know how, then there's a stepping stone already available for them.
Exactly. It fully complements one another. It really does. And sometimes, even tools, like I've always sold tools, like you can turn your no's into yeses, or like you just said, Susan, you can take if you get into a big ticket and you want to know how to do video marketing, then you can get the 200 cash creation. So it's literally it's literally a balance. It's perfect, in my opinion. It's perfect to have two. And
it's all on purpose.
Focus is there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be my sassy little self. It's all on purpose, you know.
Exactly.
Like, really?
It's really on purpose.
Sure.
And smart people have solutions for their clients, for their customers.
That's right.
Smart businesswomen do, and we are smart. Peace.
Anyway, on that note, do you have any closing thoughts? I want to blast.
What's that?
Do you have any closing thoughts? I want to blast.
I'm done. I'm actually I
want to blast. I want to ditch. I want to close this puppy out.
Yep, I'm totally done. I think my brain's dumped today on this.
So to all of you watching, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching the recording, first of all, thank you. Thank you for staying with us till the end. Thank you for showing up. Thank yourself for showing up, because the more that you add to your own knowledge, your thinking, the more time that you spend on your business, I promise you, it will pay off. There was many times where I wondered, am I really getting anywhere? Sometimes you don't see it. You keep on with consistent dedication, and it will. So thank you for showing up. I'm thanking you on behalf of yourself as well for showing up.
Oh, I know one thing to say.
Okay.
Sorry, before you close it off.
That's okay. Go.
If you want to join us, call me. You know where my number is. If you're well, maybe we should put it. Maybe I should put it in here. Anyway, call me if you want to change your life and you want to change your future.
Yep.
716. No, I'm not going to give it out live. You got to opt in, or you got to get my email. But anyway, call myself or Susan, and we'll get you started. That's what I had to say, Susan. You know me.
Yes, absolutely. Always working, always closing, but now I'm gonna go have some fun.
You have fun. Just don't play craps, right?
No, I don't do that. I don't gamble. I like everything on purpose. So yeah, I don't gamble.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go take my walk. I haven't done that yet.
Okay, you have an awesome walk.
Okay. You have a great night.
Thanks, Tammy.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.